This is what happens when you're following a pattern and you're knitting along and you get about 30 rows into the next section and you realize that you've made a big mistake. So I pulled it out because I wanted to be as close to perfect as possible, except that at some point I was supposed to add 7 stitches into a certain hole and to make these little eyelet things. And I only added 5, and I thought, well, that's no problem. I'll just remember I've done 5. But then when I come to the next rows of increase, it didn't work. I had to have that 7. And so now the neat thing is I found that there's a video that this Garn Studio, where this pattern comes from, and I'm not saying darn, I'm saying Garn, Garn Studio. They give free patterns and they have videos on how to do some of the what I would call difficult stitches. So if you want to learn how to knit and have a great tutorial, then you can knit along. And I actually need something like that. I need, because I'm training myself to do different things, learn new things. So that's what I'm doing with this sweater. So maybe you could try it. And actually, if you have, let me know.
Maybe you're like this, but the funny thing about me is that something's free. They have this tutorial, and sometimes it takes me a long time to figure this out. That look, it's just right there in front of me, and I can make use of it, and it makes my life easier. So I can learn by these tutorials how to do various stitches, how to read charts, and then I can watch and follow along while they knit and teach me how to read these charts and how to follow a pattern, which means I'm going to have more success with knitting. So now that I finally twigged into this, which has been there all along, it means that I can go into Garn Studio and look at a lot of their patterns and really expand my skills. Now I'm excited.
So what kind of wool am I using? I am using the Heritage, Cascade Yarns Heritage. I know we have it in Canada. You could probably get it in the US as well. I'm not sure. But it's a merino wool. It's really soft. It's really nice. And I'm noticing that it's actually fairly stretchy. This is actually the underside. Let me turn out the right side so you can see the pattern. See that? So there's this ribbing. And then I'm going to get down into the eyelets and everything like on this. So there's the ribbing here and then the eyelets. And it's a yoke pattern. No yoke.
So if you're a new beginning knitter and you're learning various stitches and how to read charts, this Garn Studio is a great place to go. It's all free. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.